Okay, let's try this again now that the headset is actually turned on. Welcome to Data Centers Part 2, DEUX or Redux or whatever. And I have here with me, since I mentioned Tom Leonard in the last one about data centers, and he is the Path Forward second edition. Again, the name, same last name, pronounced the same as the last name, but spelled differently. He just has the O in it. My last name, Leonard, does not have the O in it. So yes, I'm willing to support him. And yeah, he goes into some important stuff, the problems and the solutions in here. But I'm here to talk data centers again. I would much rather, and I've expressed this, he talk about the need to eliminate or at least reform and reduce property taxes, the need to get Michigan state tax under the supposed constitutional cap amount, reduce Michigan state income tax, reduce the sales tax by at least a 0.5%. So more people get to keep so people get to keep more of their own money in their own pockets. Something that helps everybody. Consumers, business people, business corporations, individuals, all alike. And yes, I'm for bringing jobs. We need jobs to return to Michigan. And yes, Tom Leonard and others opposing the data centers have a proper and legitimate point. They promise a bunch of jobs and they never materialize. That's a valid point. But what I'm saying here is it's like the 5G rollout. There's a whole lot, and again, and Diane, if you're watching, I love you to death, but 5G isn't going to kill everybody. Yes, I'm a former IT guy. Yes, some people are more susceptible to the 5G wavelength issue and radiation level. Some people. 5G isn't going to be the death of everybody. Let's calm down. And like 5G, that people try to oppose and prevent the rollout of, especially here in Wyandotte locally, tried to stop a tower from going up near a school. But of course, the local politicians and the school people don't care about the kids. They care about their palm being greased. They want the money coming in for that tower being there. So you can fight it all you want. You're not likely to stop these data centers in most places. Hence my discussion on the regulation for addressing the energy consumption thing. In this video, I urge Tom Leonard to drop the oh my God, it's going to soak up the water resources argument. I don't know who gave him that talking point, but he's not an IT guy. I am. I've been around server farms my whole life. And unless if someone's invented a living, growing organism that acts as a server that requires to be potted like a plant and watered to grow it and keep it alive. Data centers do not take up more water. That's not how cooling systems work. Cooling systems actually take water out of the air and dispense of it, dispose of it. So, other than the coffee makers at the data center and the bathrooms to flush the toilets and run the sinks and whatnot, normal water is all they use. So that's not an argument, and you sound stupid when you make it. If you're worried about water table depletion, then you oppose the pot farms. Since legalization of marijuana, it takes a whole lot of water to grow those pot plants. It takes zero to run a server. Zero. They don't require water. They require electricity. They require cooling. Cooling, closed refrigerant system, pulls moisture from the air, expels cool air out to keep the servers cool. So if you're going to make the argument to oppose the data centers, do it logically, not like an emotional snowflake. The water argument, invalid, and you sound like a fool when you make it. Is it consuming a lot more energy? Yes. And in the other video, I addressed that. Is it producing the jobs they promise? No, it's not. That's a valid point. Does it produce a lot of noise? No. Does it create a lot of traffic? No. So use your arguments properly. We need things like manufacturing, although manufacturing doesn't produce as many jobs as it once did with automation. And now with AI to run the automation, even less. But we need things that provide jobs for citizens. That should be the focus, not the data centers. That you're 9 times out of 10, you're not going to stop. You're wasting your time. Too many people have their palms being greased in this process. So, can we focus on the things we can accomplish? Like reducing spending and reducing taxes so we get to keep more of our own money, and other affordability issues, the issue of jobs, the issue of affordability, the issue of taxes. These are things that affect far more people than the data center paranoia. So I've got no problem with anyone, even Tom, continue to oppose, to appease the hysterical ones that believe it's going to suck up all the water. Wrong. Fake news. Consume a lot more energy? Yes. And I addressed that in the other video. So oppose based on logic and reason and sound arguments, not canards that make you sound foolish. All right. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Love you all.